Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. Well, it was kind of cold here today. It was like in the low 40s. Got down to the 40s, I think. Maybe not low, yeah, in the 40s. Actually, I think it dropped a little bit below that further out. I don't know. The weather's weird here. I go over it all the time. But, because it was like 95 degrees a couple days ago, and it was like in the 30s and 40s this morning. Elon Musk, I was very critical of him yesterday because I was mad and very upset with the way he treated the Doge situation, or what the impact that when he joked about it being a hustle. And a hustle is like a fraud, and it's really, really pissed me off. And then when I watched the monologue today on YouTube, just not long ago, just right before I was trying to figure out what to make the video about. So I just wanted to see the monologue because I know other people who were selling off their Doge because they were losing money because they bought it at a higher amount than where I had invested in it at a lower amount. And so several people I know that were, losing money. And so I watched the video of him, of the opening monologue on Saturday Night Live. And unbeknownst to me, he said that he had Aspergers, which I had no idea about. So I know his mind works in a very creative and different way. Normally, people with Aspergers have a very creative way, the way that they see things and the way they process things. And they have a very unique way of thinking, and they can be so innovative. And I really liked Elon Musk. I still do, and I even more now think I have a lot more respect for him. I guess just that moment of me thinking he was an a-hole. Now I have to retract that, and I'm not mad about it, not upset, but I was yesterday, made a very critical video of him, and I'm letting it blow over. Don't care anymore. I bought some more Doge, rebought a little bit. And, well, actually, I didn't get to see the whole show. I just saw opening monologue. I just looked it up on YouTube and, or on something, it popped up. But I didn't see the whole show because I had to sell my TV in the pandemic. So I don't have a TV, so I don't watch. I just watch what's on my phone, or that's my form of entertainment. I don't have a TV. And had to sell that, among many other things, my refrigerator, several things to survive in this pandemic. If I hadn't had the checks that we got, I clearly would have been homeless or lost my truck or something. I don't know. Something horrible would have happened. If I hadn't had the help from the stimulus checks, I don't know what would have happened to me. And selling a lot of other things, numerous other things to survive the pandemic. So I think I was just a little upset, because of trying to go through this path of investing, trying to, do something for my future. And I was just upset. So I feel like a bad person for saying that about him. Now that I know a little bit more about his Asperger's, and the way he thinks. So, I have read up a little bit on Asperger's before, and those people with that condition, they do have a unique way of thinking, and they're very, very creative, I think, and some of them are very, very intelligent, and their innovative way of thinking and the way they see things in their own vision, I think they improve society sometimes with some of the way of thinking out of the box and with the way that they think. So, have to say I'm sorry for saying that, and hopefully, usually I try not. That's why I hate to criticize people, because you just don't know, how they are, and you're not in their shoes. You don't know their journey and the way they've traveled. I mean, unless they do something, really commit some horrible crime or something like that. So usually I try not to criticize people, but I was just really upset. But I'm over it. Don't care. Maybe I will buy a Tesla if I make enough off of Doge or something. Bitcoin or something or whatever. One of my minor tiny investments. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Because I had really thought about the electric cars, and the one thing I do still believe is the infrastructure for those cars, as far as the charging. That's the main reason why I really wouldn't want one, because in the area I live in, I'd have to drive about 15 miles to get it charged, and another 15 miles to drive back, and plus you have to, I think it takes like an hour, 30 minutes or an hour or something to charge your car at one of the charging stations. So it's a little inconvenient, I think, but the idea of the electric car, I do like that. And I had actually thought about it, or I was a little I was hesitant at first because I just didn't think they would go very far. I don't think they have that much driving range, and some of them I believe can go like 300 miles or something like that. So there'll be several days before I'd have to recharge it. But anyway, that's just a pipe dream in the future if I ever do get one. And I think there's a lot of other ones that I haven't really even, I mostly just looked at the Tesla, some of the information about the Teslas, because I saw David Dobrik had one, and he drives around it all the time, and I noticed that it had like 3 rows of seating in a car, and it didn't look like all that big of a car, which my SUV has 3 rows of seating, and I took out the 3rd row because I use it for the cargo space, and because this truck is, really roomy, really big. And when I saw David Dobrik, he would be in his car sometimes, and they'd film in the car, and at first I thought, are they all sitting in the back seat? Then I realized it was 3 rows. And so those cars are really roomy. And I've seen some of them before, driving around town, and they look kind of small compared to my truck. And I don't know. So I really haven't seen one close up. I was parked next to one, and I kind of tried to look in it. I didn't want to seem like I was being real nosy, or I don't want to be caught looking in people's cars in the Walmart parking lot. But I just kind of glanced in it, and it just had 2 rows of seating, so I really couldn't tell. But anyway, I hope they make it to Mars. But like you said, the first settlers are probably not going to last very long, or, going to expire before their natural expiration date. Well, I hope he does become successful in the Mars mission. That would be something interesting in my lifetime to see. And maybe there'll be more electric cars. I do love my gas guzzler, but I feel a little guilty because I try to be a little bit, I like a lot of sustainable living and stuff like that. I try to recycle, and I try to do little things, I try not to buy things packaged in huge plastic packaging. I try to, I do a little bit here and there. And the only thing about the electric cars is the battery situation. I I don't remember what the deal was about disposing of them. I thought there was some controversy. I can't remember. I'm going to have to look it up again or research a little bit more in case I need to buy one. Okay. I just want to post that I did not know he had Asperger's, and I'm glad that he said that on there, because I never would have known. I would have thought, he's just being a jerk and being stupid. But now I kind of think, with somebody's different way of thinking, you never know how they see things and the conditions that, their brain works. And I know I have some little quirks, that are maybe a little bit different than some people. Because when I have my mind set to something, I'm trying to do something a certain way, I see it in a different vision a lot of times. Even sometimes when places I'm at work, I see like the most efficient route that I can do, and I try to do it that way. And my brain works like in a compartment, like where I organize things back and forth, doing things in a certain pattern, or that's the best way I can describe it, So I kind of understand, how his brain kind of works a little bit, because I kind of have that little way of thinking. It's hard to explain. It really is, unless you're that kind of person, if you have that kind of thought process. Okay. Thank you all, and thank you for coming to my channel.